theater is currently home to 12 California sea lions, as well as 9 Asian small clawed otters, all of which perform in a variety of shows, interactions, playtimes, and learns and sessions here at the stadium. Now our days start pretty similar every day. We all get here at about 7:30 in the morning. We go pick up our fish from the central fish house. They come in way earlier than us and they break out the whole bulk of the diet for all of the animals in the park, which can weigh over 2,000 pounds of heavy lifting every morning. So we like to give them a big thank you every morning. And then we're gonna bring our food for our animals over to our stadium. We're gonna break it up by diets for each individual animal. That's for all 12 of those sea lions, as well as all 9 of those otters. They get a variety of fish, squid, and for those otters, they even get little shrimp. Now after that, we like to keep things pretty different every day, and that's for a very important reason. We like to use variability. Now joining on stage is Murdoch. Like I said, Murdoch is about 11 years old, weighs just under 500 pounds. We're gonna say hi to Murdoch. Now you are going to get the chance to see some pretty cool things here today out on our stadium stage. One of those things is going to be working a newer behavior for our friend Murdoch. That is going to be a peak behavior where he comes and chins right up on the edge of that glass. Now, the precursors for this behavior are very, very similar to a splash. So if you guys are sitting over in that front row, I definitely keep an eye out. Now the way that we start training newer behaviors with our animals is by something called approximations. And the best way to put approximations is kind of like learning how to ride a bike. Most of us probably didn't hop right up on a bicycle and know how to ride it right away, right? Most of us probably started out on a smaller tricycle that was nice and sturdy and had those 3 heavy wheels. Now once we got really comfortable with the motion of pedaling, we probably stepped to a smaller size bike with training wheels. Now once we got comfortable balancing in the middle of those training wheels, which is a little bit of like a middle section.
Oh no, we're gonna get wet.
We probably stepped up all the way to a bike, and then we could eventually build up size in that bike, and then before you know it, we could ride a bike, but we had to take steps to get there. And that's what you see Ariel doing down at the bottom of the glass with that target pole. That large white Q-tip looking stick, that is called a target pole. And the way you would kind of start out this behavior is Murdoch is going to put his nose right on the edge of it. Now he knows by putting his nose right on the edge of that ball that he is supposed to just follow it right wherever it is going, whether it's going to the side, going towards Ariel, or even going straight up in the air. You can see he followed it as his chin came right up over on the glass. Now the next step for that might be taking away the target pole and simply having him come up over to the glass without putting the chin up on top of it. Just the motion of coming up to the glass without giving that big splash. Now you might have heard her say a word like okay when he did the behavior. That's what we like to call a bridge, and it's a very important way for us to communicate with all the animals in our care, both the otters and those sea lions. Now, unlike most of the animals that we work with here in the park, sea lions are actually able to visibly hear our frequencies in our voice. So by giving them that word okay, it's basically a way of telling them, great, that's exactly what we were looking for. Everything that you did criteria-wise to get to that point is exactly right. Now we're taking a step in just a little bit of a different direction. As you can see, Jordan dove down in that water. And she's hanging out with Murdoch, swimming around. This is a really important way to also build connections with animals in our care because we don't typically live in the water, whereas the sea lions do spend a majority of their time in the water. Now this is showing that Murdoch is very comfortable with Jordan down in his environment, and they do have a great relationship by being able to do this. You can see there is a number of behaviors that we can do with them in the water as well. Quite a few of our animals are pretty comfortable with water work. Water work is kind of what we call getting in the water with the animals. And a lot of them are building up to those stages as well. We have a variety of ages for the animals in our care, ranging from our youngest being about 3 years old to our oldest being 25 years old, which is pretty old for a sea lion. Their sizes definitely represent that as well. Otto, the younger guy of that, he's about 3 years old. He weighs pretty low on the end, about 200 pounds, whereas Duke, the oldest of the bunch, the 25-year-old, he can get up to 700 pounds in the summertime, so quite a big difference there. You're actually going to see one of our younger sea lions in the show today playing part of the role of Seymour. That's going to be Binks, and he is 4 years old. Now, Binks probably isn't going to do the full show today, and there is a reason for that. Like I said, he is a younger sea lion, and he's just starting to step into the role of Seymour. Now, kind of how we talked about those approximations and taking steps to get to your end goal. We don't just throw them right in the show and say, all right, start to finish, you got this, we believe in you. We're going to take them step by step to do so. So Binks starts out doing one session or maybe 2 segments of the show. And then eventually he will be able to work up in a pretty short amount of time to that full role of Seymour. Now, Seymour and Clyde are 2 different roles. They actually do have different sets of behaviors that are performed throughout the show. And it's pretty cool to think about the animals being able to differentiate between those 2 sets of behaviors and kind of step on stage and recognize, hey, I'm playing a Seymour today, or I'm playing a Clyde today. A number of our animals are actually able to play both roles. But typically we're going to start them out in a Seymour because it is a little bit of a simpler set of behaviors. And then as we continue with their advancement as well as our own, they will eventually graduate into a Clyde. Now definitely keep an eye out during our show today for those keywords. Like I said, one of those keywords earlier is okay. Another one that you might hear frequently used is bed. Now our 2 beds on stage are going to be like the big platform that I am standing on, as well as Jenna over here, and the one on the other side of the moat that's a little bit lifted. Now they can pull themselves up on top of these beds with ease. They use those big large front flippers to push themselves up, just like they would jump over this bamboo bar. See our trainers reaching in little holes behind the stage here today. They are reaching back to grab a type of reinforcement. We have a couple different types of reinforcement that we like to use. As I said earlier, we like to keep things variable. We want to make sure that the animals aren't getting too used to the same thing over and over and over. Just like us, it gets pretty boring for them. So one thing we like to switch up is their reinforcement. Now the fish that you see, which is kind of hidden behind the stage in little baskets back here, is what we call primary reinforcement. And that could be pretty much anything like fish, squid, all those different diet factors that we talked about.
That was loud.
All right, everyone say bye to Murdoch. Now we do have another type of reinforcement that we like to use here that is called secondary reinforcement. And that could be a number of things from EEDs or kind of like toys. Those are called environmental enrichment devices. That could be anything like pool toys, frisbee-looking items that we kind of interact with them in a way that's not just giving them food. It can also be things like the water work that you see out here in playtimes, where we're really just building on those relationships with our animals. Now this is really important because, like I said, they can't actually hear what we are saying. So our communication with them is really, really key to making sure that they are understanding what we're saying, as well as we're being able to pick up what they're saying as well. A lot of times they are communicating things to us. Maybe they don't want to come out on stage, they're a little bit nervous today, have some stage fright, and we need to be able to recognize those signs in our animals as well. So that's where those relationships and kind of seeing how they normally are acting really come into play into creating a successful and exciting show for you guys. All right, now that you've gotten to see one of our amazing sessions and waterworks with our animals, you've seen how we connect with the animals in our care. Now how about let's see them in action? What do you guys say? All right. Hey, Biff. Biff?
Yeah?
We're getting ready to start the show. Do you want to say the line?
Wait, really?
Yeah, get on out there and say it. Everyone's waiting.
Live from Seaworld, it's Seaworld's Live!
It's Sea Lions Live! know?
Oh, come on, sweetheart, you're silly. You know it's your turn to hang up first this time. Oh yeah, I love you too, but...
Hang up that phone. We need you to host the show.
Wait, I get to host the show?
Yeah, go get ready.
Okay, Grandma, I'll call you back later.
Well, are you guys ready? Great. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with the show.
Previously on Sea Lion SI.
Detective Clyde, that barracuda! She's at it again. Last week it was the goldfish, and now this. It's up to you and I to follow the evidence and find that cobra buddy. I know we can do it. What? Clyde, Bud, come on. It must be really, really, really important. All right, what is it? This one. Okay. You're right. Something fishy is going on around here. Tough crowd. Let's go, buddy. Anything. That's all right. I have a new plan. I'm gonna head in the back, see if I can flush her out. You wait here, but Clyde, be careful. That barracuda, she's dangerous.
Hello, Clyde, it's me, the barracuda. What are you doing out here all by yourself? Don't you know I could be dangerous? I could sneak right up next to you and choke you!
I caught you! You were choking my partner, Clyde!
No, I wasn't.
She was, wasn't she? Do you know what you do to barracuda? Stop choking my partner, Clyde.
What?
Show it, Clyde.
Are you telling me that you spank your sea lions?
No, we don't spank our sea lions. Just as naughty barracudas, right, Clyde?
Anything but that. Clyde is being dramatic. All you really need to do is just touch him gently on the chest.
You just touch him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like this? Oh. 2 hands? How about no hands? Okay, Clyde, you're just too much. However, barracuda, we all know it was you that stole that fish. Just confess.
Nope, see, I told ya!
Oh, okay. I guess it wasn't you after all.
Nope, it was the otter guy!
We'll be right back after these messages.
For refreshment, real refreshment, there's nothing better than a delicious, sparkling, ice-cold soft drink. Remember, your favorite snack will taste especially good with a soft drink.
special public service announcement.
Hi there. I'm local theme park celebrity Biff. You may recognize me from such shows as the one you're watching right now. That's it. I enjoy popcorn, churros, and long walks on the beach. But this one time, I found a sick and injured sea lion pup all by himself. And I didn't know who to call because I was too afraid to ask. But now, I still have no idea who to call. So can someone help me? Please?
Sure, Biff, we can help.
Oh,
Hi,
thanks.
everyone. I'm Sea Lion Trainer Taylor, and joining me on stage is Trainer Jordan and California Sea Lion Binks. Binks is 4 years old and currently weighs 222 pounds. California sea lions, just like Binks, are a common sight along our west coast. But we can unfortunately find them in some trouble along our local beaches, sick, injured, and sometimes even starving. They are the #1 animal rescued by our Seaworld San Diego rescue team, always with the main goal of giving them a second chance at life, by rehabilitating them and returning them back out into the open ocean. In fact, since we opened our doors over 50 years ago, we have come to the aid of over 39,000 animals. So, if you see a sick or injured animal along our local beaches, just give us a call. For more information, you can visit SeaWorldCares.com. It's our main goal here at Sea Lions Live to show you just how amazing animals like Binks really are. So, Biff, who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters! What a wham, wham,
No, Biff, no.
Oh, you know what? It's SeaWorld. SeaWorld, of course. Well, thanks so much. I learned a lot today. The more you know.
And now, we return to our regularly scheduled programming.
Survival Mission Bay. Today we bring you the desperate efforts of 2 tribes competing for a boatload of fish and the title of Ultimate Survivaler. Now let's meet our tribes. First off, competing for the Pinhead tribe is their team captain and emotional center. Please give a nice warm welcome to Seymour. And next up for the Locust tribe is their team captain but lazy layabout. Give it up for Clyde.
Oh, he's taking a nap.
Okay, great. Well, today's immunity challenge will test our competitors' skills and stamina. So, Seymour, you'll go first.
All right, Seymour, this is our challenge. You need to make it all the way up and over that bamboo bar. But first, let's show off your speed all the way to Ghost Island. And here he goes. And he made it to Ghost Island. Great job, Seymour. All right, now the tough part, jump. And here we go. Cheer him on. He's going down the lagoon and all the way up and over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Seymour. Wow, how is Clyde ever going to top that?
Not a problem, my buddy Clyde. He saw the whole thing from the back. So we're gonna head to the start line. It's only fair we start exactly where Seymour started, buddy. All right, so work up all your strength and energy. We're gonna show everyone that great big sea lion swim. All right, so take a little snap for the road. And here we go. Ready? And swim. He's off like a bolt of lightning. What do you call that? It's a freestyle. Okay, guys, that was super nice and so fancy, but I don't think that's what the judges were looking for. I know, impressive. All right, we gotta get things back on track. The great big sea lion jump! Clyde, what is going on, buddy? Literally everybody is watching. What is it? Okay, yeah, that's true.
Well, what did he say?
Oh, he said, I don't know, he says sea lion. All right, buddy, you got this. All the way over that bar. Ready, and go! Cheer him on, folks! Going over or under the bar! Ladies and gentlemen, that's Clyde!
All right, folks, now it's time for tribal council, so who's gonna go home this week? Clyde or Seymour, I wonder. May the jury please cast their votes. All right, looks like our furry jury is out here with the verdict. Let's see who's going home this week.
All right, Opie, let's get this.
Alrighty.
Oh. Biff!
All right, Biff, pack up your bags. Going, wait, what?
Yeah, looks like you're out of here and the tribe is spoken. You have to say OB? See you later, Biff. And for all of you guys, tune in next week to Survival Mission Bay. Bye, Biff!
The season finale of Dancing with the Pinnipeds. Last week we saw one of America's favorites pack up her dancing shoes for good. Who will live to dance another day? First off, swinging onto the stage and into your lives, give it up for Sam and Seymour. We haven't seen dancing like that since yesterday's shows. Next up to Argentine Tango into your hearts. Give it up for Clyde and Chris. All right, now it's time to beg the question of who's going home with this ugly mirror ball trophy. We will soon crown our dancing champion, but first, please welcome back to the stage for their final performance, Clyde and Seymour.
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that vain.